Hi guys. So I have a new coaching trick or tip tactic. Either way. Um this is something that works for pretty much every scenario in life. Relationship, both personal, professional, um, with things, places. So I drew a little sample. It's a tiny one, but your list may be bigger. You could like do this like right now. Seriously. So I want you to draw, I'm gonna call it a tri chart. So draw kind of like a T chart, but you're gonna have three little segments. You're gonna do a chart. And on the first one, the topic or heading is gonna say deserve. The second one is gonna say receiving. And the last one is going to say giving. Now, the reason you're writing deserve is because I want you to go through and list from whatever the subject is, whether it's a relationship or a job or a setting. I want you to list what you deserve, what you feel you deserve, not what society says, not what. And this includes for those of us who sometimes hold back from stating what we deserve because we feel like, oh, that's too much. I'm not worthy of that. I don't know. No, I really want you to write what you feel like you deserve. In the second column, you're going to write what you're actually receiving from this person, from this place or setting or thing. I mean, this is good even for you trying to declutter. Like, I was raised by a hoarder. Look, literally, somewhere between a hoarder and a doomsday prepper. So just imagine. So, sometimes I have to ask myself, what value this thing is giving me? Like, do I see this item in my future? Like, yeah. What is it giving me? What am I receiving from this item? Like, how is it making me feel? Do I see this in the future with the best version of myself? Do I see this person? Do I see this relationship? Not the idea of it, not the thought of what it could be, if only. I'm talking about actuality. What are you receiving? And in the last column, you're going to put giving, because I need us to be realistic. What are we giving to this person, place, thing, scenario, circumstance, situation, setting? What are we giving to it? Like, we all want things, and some of us are right in between the place of giving, I would say between deserving and receiving. Like, a lot of times we feel like we're giving way more than we are. And if you are in a relationship, if possible, I need both people to do this list separately. Y'all got to go in separate rooms because I need it to get real. I want it to be real. Both people need to do this list. And be real in this last column. Sometimes it's the hardest one to do. It's the hardest one to do because when you think about what you're giving in the moment, in the heat of the moment, let's say you're arguing with your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, you're mad at your boss about a promotion you didn't get that you felt like you deserved, right? And you felt like, I'm only receiving this kind of treatment from this situation, or I'm only receiving this amount of income, and I feel like I deserve this. This is going to be the reality check. Because, yeah, I'm only giving half-ass work. Let's be honest. Or in this column, you also, one day I'm going to do an actual chart and break this up. You're giving what you want to give and not what's expected, or not what is categorized by what that person has either A, stated that they want, or B, don't know that they want but can't communicate that that's what they need, which is a whole nother issue in itself. But the point is, we're getting somewhere. Like, we're getting somewhere, and a lot of times we stagnate because we don't address these three things. And if we put this on paper, surface level, we can at least have a list, even if it's a rolling list over time, of things, places to start. If you are in a relationship and you do this, especially if both parties are willing to participate, sometimes that's the issue in itself. If it is, that's separate. Like, we'll figure that other part out. We got other stuff for that. But if you are in a relationship and you do this last giving column, I need y'all to be real. Like, everybody know now and uses the love languages. Most people who use it don't even know what they are. That's a separate video for a separate day. But if you're giving this and you match this giving with what the other person says they deserve and what they're receiving, that means we got some room to grow, y'all. That's where our communication comes in. We got to work on that. And if for some reason it matches up, we still got room to grow. Like, if the deserve here on my list shows the same as what my husband says he's giving, I might have to do some reflection or inner work to see if I'm just being ungrateful, if I have something, resentment or something I'm holding on to that won't let me receive this. But also, he might have to, or we both do, because he might think he's giving the version of what I need, and we got to sit down and talk. But this at least gives you somewhere to start. It gives you somewhere to start. If it's for, let's say, usually for decision making, I always say do a T-chart. Anybody who knows, who's had coaching from me in any way, form, or fashion, do a T-chart. Then let's come back to the table. And I'm going to need you to do the pros and cons. I'm going to need you to do an analysis of what your life looked like in 5 years with this person, place, or thing. How does it propel you forward? Right? And yeah, just do the list. Just do the 3 columns. The deserve, receiving, giving. What do I deserve? What am I receiving in comparison to what I deserve? And what am I giving? And this is a universal method. What am I putting out in the universe? What am I putting out? Because there's this thing about karma. There's this thing about getting what you give. Right? This is real stuff. This is energy, y'all. It's energy. Like, we got to work on these things. But anyway, I love y'all and have a great day. We will talk soon.